I got time for some wine. Woo. Hey everybody, welcome to Niagara Wine Videos. I'm Brad and I bring you the story behind Niagara's finest wines. I've got a really nice quality wine here that I've been meaning to review for a very long time. I'm just editing footage from this year's Cuvée 2014. I got some really good interviews. One of the interviews I got was with Maurizio from VIENI Winery. Now VIENI is a really neat kind of winery because they're producing Italian varietals. Not many wineries in the Niagara region are producing Italian varietals, mainly because it's very difficult to grow them. But VIENI has had some success and they've been selling some of their varietals to other wineries, either for blending. In my understanding is that only VIENI makes a 100% Aglianico, now a region in southern Italy, and it produces these really nice, juicy, full-bodied wines, but also has some really nice finesse to them that are similar to Tuscan wines. So Aglianico is kind of viewed as the Sangiovese of southern Italy. Really yields some nice results. You get wines that have these cool herb flavors. When I say herbs, I mean like basil, thyme, oregano, okay, all thrown in with some cherries, spicy cherries, kind of like Rioja. So if you've never had an Aglianico, I definitely would recommend go out and try an Aglianico. They really are special wines. So VIENI has a 100% Aglianico, and just recently the wine that they have released at the LCBO is the one I tasted at Cuvée, and they've instilled the ripasso style, so drying a portion of the grapes, using them for an Amarone style wine, and then repassing those skins in the second wine. That's the wine they showcased at Cuvée. Beautiful wine. I actually have that wine downstairs in my cellar, so I'll definitely review that one for you. It's got a really nice softness to it. I think the ripasso style, or the appassimento style of drying a portion of the grapes, using them and then reusing them again, really a good technique to use here in Niagara, because the wines in Niagara can get a little acidic, and the tannins, they can get a little harsh, because we don't have the growing degree days that a place like California, Australia would have, right? So the grapes sometimes don't fully ripen. So drying a portion of them, I think it's going to be a really good thing for Niagara, and you're seeing a lot more wineries do it. At first there was only really one winery doing it, a Foreign Affair, and then like a bomb went off, and it went from 1 to like 5 to 10 to 15 to probably like 25 wineries doing this technique now. So VIENI, not really too much of a a step in the wrong direction, because they're making Italian varietals. So those two, it kind of goes together. It's not really a big departure for them. It would make sense to do the ripasso versions with their Italian wines, which they are. Two totally different regions in Italy, but both, it's an Italian technique, so kind of cool to see that they're doing that. This wine that I'm going to review for you today is a Merlot. It comes from the 2011 vintage, although it is kind of confusing because on the back it talks about how hot the 2012 vintage was. So it says it's a 2011. I'm going to go with that. Maybe the write-up they got wrong, or maybe it is a 2012 and they got the vintage wrong in the bottle. Not sure. We'll have to kind of clarify that. But when I tasted this at the winery, it's beautiful Merlot. You know what? I don't drink enough Merlot, and maybe because it's sometimes disappointing. It's not a very complex grape. It gives you nice soft mocha chocolate flavors, but that's it. I rarely taste a Merlot that it really excites me. This one did. So it's probably one of the best Merlots Niagara has crafted. So, and you know what? I love it. This is an artisan winery, even though they have ton of vineyards, maybe the most vineyards of anybody in the Niagara region. The label, I don't know if you can see that, focusing is pretty bad, but it's got a really neat label. It's even perforated a bit, which is nice texture. The label up here comes up for the logo, VIENI. Too bad you can't see it because it's really, really cool. This label. Let me see if you can see it over here. Are we focusing? There we are. We're focusing. That's cool. See, VIENI. Up top there's the vineyards, perforation, like I said. And you see there it says 2011 Merlot, but then on the back it talks about 2012 and how amazing the year was growing the grapes, so kind of a contradiction there. But in any case, that was a lot of blabbing. Let's just taste the damn wine. So remember, pop and pour. Never supposed to do this, but I tasted this wine at the winery and I loved it. So I'm going to taste it right now for you quickly. Then I'll come back after I've decanted it for a bit and we'll taste it again. So just beautiful color and beautiful nose. I mean, just popping and pouring it's beautiful. You get these nice like balsamic vinegar on top of ripe cherries. With a little bit of the herbaceousness. It comes through in all their wines, really. Yeah, it's just really nice. And you get a little bit of mint and eucalyptus. That's a hard word to say. Eucalyptus. So you get a eucalyptus, mint, cherry, and a little bit of that nice balsamic vinegar. And that balsamic vinegar note, that's usually an Italian note, yeah, like in Sangiovese. Really nice wines, even a little bit of earthiness in there. So let's give it a shot here. This is why I like this wine so much. It's got these really nice fine grained tannins, so they're just super smooth and glide right down your mouth. So no harshness to the tannins, but they're definitely in there. They're just super refined and like sawdust tannins is what I like to say. So VIENI, making some really nice artisan wines here in the Niagara region, they're Italian obviously, implementing Italian varietals, growing them, making great wines out of them. VIENI, awesome. Brand new winery, just opened last year. So kudos to VIENI. I look forward to the future of them, tasting a lot more of their wines. If you haven't tried it, get down there. Really nice people and really nice wines. Stay there. This is why I love wine, because after it opens up, the true flavors come out. And there is a flavor that I missed on the initial tasting, and it's one of my very favorite. That's pipe tobacco, and this has got loads of pipe tobacco in it. So if you like tobacco, cherry, spice, herbs, sandpaper, sawdust, fine-grained tannins, you're gonna love this wine. It's so funny. Like, the biggest critics in the world review Bordeaux wines. One of my favorite, James Suckling, raving about the 2009 and 10 vintages, and how sleek the tannins are, the super fine tannins, and all the village wines, all the satellite areas, the appellations of Bordeaux. You can find $20 Bordeaux that's 90 points. Well, guess what? This is 90 points, and this is not from Bordeaux, and it blows it away, in my opinion, from all those outer satellite type village wines. This one's stellar, so definitely go check out the 2011 Merlot from VIENI. Cheers.